So here we are inside the GR Yaris. Cannot wait to see what this is like on the road. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. First impressions, wow, that engine is absolutely superb. Yeah, it makes this car just an absolute rocket ship. But it still feels fairly civilised when you're driving. It's not a case of, you know, some cars, or certainly sort of a few years ago, you had to drive them hard to get the best out of them, and they didn't behave very well at low speeds. But this is actually quite easy to drive. So the gearbox is really nice and precise. These seats are absolutely superb. They really hug you in. Oh, doesn't that sound good? It's definitely one of those cars you would find an excuse just to go for a drive. What an absolute heap of fun this thing is. You've got some really cool features, including a button just down here which will blip the throttle for you when you change down gear. So rev matching basically. It's almost like driving an automatic gearbox, because I'm in 5th gear and I've just literally pulled away from no speed at all, and then you hit the speed limit pretty quickly, and yeah, it's just, you know, having all that torque really helps, you know, coming out of corners and that sort of thing. But if you're like me and lucky enough to live in a place where there's lots of twisty roads, this would be a fantastic weekend toy to have. I don't think you'd want to daily it because, I don't know, it wouldn't feel special. So on the times you get to take it out on the weekend, you want it to feel special and have some fun in it. I mean, you could daily drive it because, you know, it's comfortable enough to do so. But yeah, I just think you'd enjoy the fun of the weekend more if you just left it as a weekend toy. I mean, it's not a cheap weekend toy, but, you know, there's a lot more expensive weekend toys out there for sure. So you've got a little dial down here on the dashboard, and you've got 3 driving modes. You've got normal, sport and track. And depending on which mode you choose is to where it sends the power and how much power. But that also adjusts the weight of the steering, the accelerator response. So it gives you that real kind of rally car feel for the road. Yeah, it's just such an amazing driving experience. It's easy to see why so many reviews and videos have given this thing, you know, universal praise basically. Oh, that 3-cylinder engine sounds fantastic. I know there's a little bit of probably, you know, fake noise coming into the cabin through the speakers, but I don't think it's, I think it adds to the experience. I don't think it's one of those systems where it makes it sound really fake. Yeah, I quite like it actually. Definitely tell this car's been properly sorted by people that know what they're doing. Very clever people, big foreheads, lots of knowledge, but also probably a little bit psychotic as well, because a road car shouldn't be this much fun and have number plates and indicators and stuff like that. Yeah, the guys who designed and built this and engineered it, I have to take my hats off to you guys. You have done an absolutely fantastic job. What a great little car. I also love it's kind of got this old school turbo whistle to it, sort of like, I remember back in the 80s and the 90s and, you know, probably early 2000s as well, when you had, you know, turbocharged cars had, you know, sort of the turbo whistle, and, you know, back then they had lots of turbo lag as well. But it's just an absolute riot, this thing. The turbo whistle makes you think like you're in a Need for Speed video or something, or Fast and Furious. Yeah, the brakes are very, very good. I wonder how long a set of tyres would last on this car. It would be a lot less than a standard Yaris, but I wonder how long. I was speaking to the guys when I picked this car up from Berwick Toyota earlier on today, and the sales manager gave me the keys, and I said, "Oh, have you driven it?" And he's like, yeah, it's awesome. I said, "Oh, okay." So he said, you'll have an absolute riot, you'll love it. Because he knows I'm a bit of a petrol head. The other great thing about finding some really twisty roads is the amazing scenery. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera to the right of me, but yeah, it's just some absolutely fantastic scenery. And the views are just to die for, absolutely amazing. This feels like a road legal go-kart. The steering is so direct. You know exactly what the front end's doing. Oh, just gives you so much confidence. And nowadays, more and more cars are having an automatic gearbox because, you know, faster changes and, you know, better daily use. But I actually think this works really well with the manual gearbox that it's got in it. So in terms of availability and models and specs and bits and pieces, we usually get one model here in Australia. It comes in 3 colours, red, white and black. And there's nothing you can kind of add to it. This is how they come. Yeah, I think in other countries there's like different levels and you can add performance packs, but we get that all as standard here in Australia, so we're really lucky. There is a rumour, I've heard, that there's like even more hardcore version coming. They are locking diffs and bits and pieces like that. But I think that's for the real enthusiast who wants to maybe do rallying or something like that, because yeah, I can't imagine why you'd want more than this, to be honest. So as I'm driving along, just heading to work, I think I'll call that at the end of the video. Just sat on the freeway now, so nothing really exciting happening. What an absolute blast this car is. I've got to say huge thanks to Berwick Toyota for lending me their car for the night. Yeah, they told me it was good, and yeah, they certainly weren't wrong. If you've enjoyed the video, obviously give it a like. A sub to the channel would be really appreciated. Helps the channel grow, and my videos appear on the YouTube algorithms and that type of thing. And obviously if you hit the notification bell, you'll find out when the next car review goes live. I've got some cool stuff coming, so look out for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed making this video. Yeah, it's the hype around this car is so high at the minute, but once you actually get in and experience it for yourself, you can understand why. So yeah, if you own one or you've got one on order, you've ordered or you've owned a great, fantastic little car. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all very soon in the next video.